Dubai Center for Special Needs is a charitable non-profit organization. We established around 40 years ago. We are one of the oldest charitable non-profit organizations for disabled people. Now we cater for around 150 students with all kinds of disability, from very mild cases to very severe cases. Dubai Center started with 5 students and in a very small villa on the beach, nothing, as per the standard, international standard. Right now we have 150 students. We have about 100 students in our waiting list.
Firstly, the academic section. Usually the ages are between 9 and over 20. Typically they have 7 to 8 students in one class with a teacher and a teaching assistant. They follow a mainstream timetable, but it's just adapted to suit their particular needs. So they will do literacy, they will do numeracy, social skills, but the teacher will make sure that the lessons are given to suit the type of learning that they need. Also within academic, we teach not just academics, but we teach social skills, which is very, very important for their independence out in the community. We also teach life skills, so making sure that they're very self-sufficient. They're very, very busy. They do woodwork, they do physical education, they do computers and library. So their routine during the day is very, very fixed. It's a very high-functioning section, is academic. They will then, from higher academic, usually go into work placements as well. So essentially that's the centre's goal, is to make them as independent as possible.
I like the school so much because they ever give me graduation. All the teachers, they like me and they give me study writing English, Arabic, anything, and art. Stitching. I am very happy in school.
The multi-sensory section is the special section in the centre, full of special students. They're very, very much dependent on their caregivers, and the caregivers come in from the family home into the centre for training. But within the centre, again, we keep the sensory students very, very busy. So the fine motor basically is making sure that they are using their hand-eye coordination with puzzles, with blocks. And in the gross motor, a lot of the students are wheelchair users, so they do a lot of passive stretching. And in the sensory section, usually they follow the 5 senses. So they will do a lot of tasting and smelling and listening. So we have to make sure that they're very engaged visually as well. So a lot of the students are non-verbal and they are very, very dependent. We just make sure that they're kept happy. But they also have hydrotherapy and art therapy and music therapy. It could be the smallest thing that we would take for granted. Somebody could take a long time to be able to learn to tie their shoelace, for example, or to even hold a spoon to feed themselves. But these are the type of skills that we try and teach the students, ultimately, to gather independence as much as possible.
I've been here about 14 years. I improved lots of things. Like when I first came here, I didn't know any English. Ever since I came here, I learned so much English. Now I can understand what people are saying, especially out of school. I understand what's happening around me, all.
In the nursery section, a lot of the students are non-verbal, so we need to teach them to communicate, communicate their basic needs. So we do that by sensory play. It's a great way of getting a child to say if they like something, if they don't like it. We also teach them pre-writing skills, number work, all these things that you would do in a normal school. We also try to adapt them for the children here in the nursery section. We have to make learning fun and enjoyable for the students, because if the students feel loved, if they feel valued, then it makes them more motivated to work. Each student has an individualised programme which helps them to develop. I've worked in the nursery section for 2 years with some of the younger children, and it's been great to see some of those children non-verbal and did no communication, to see them even sign that they like something or they didn't like it, and even answer simple yes and no questions, and to see the smile on their faces when they realise that they have been able to make a choice and that somebody understands the choices that they want to make.
What do you like doing at school? What do you like? Do you like swimming? Which one's your favourite? Which one? Painting?
Painting. I
happy or sad?
Baby.
Happy. All right. Does coming to school make you feel kind of coming to school? Does it make you feel sad or happy?
Baby.
I have been for a long time over here actually. The school is like a home to me, you know.
Dubai Center has been built on the generosity and support of people in the community and based on donation. We are purely charitable organization. So whatever you see at the center from the gate you enter up to my office or everything that you see is donation and support from the community and from individuals. So we do a lot of fundraising and that's how we are able to operate. The challenges mostly is financial and also the awareness, people awareness and letting people know that we are here and at the same time to be able to maintain the high standard services that we believe in and we are offering. Our objective is to make every child an individual and an effective member of the society. And in order to do that, we need funding and we need support and it's very costly to maintain a high standard program.
I want to become a teacher.
I want to work for the graphic for the Sheikh Mohammed.
My dream is to be a singer. I like to make music. عشتي يا بلادي محلاها الدار والحب فيها يناديني إماراتي وعز الأوطاني دايم على البال نطريها الخير فعلا ما هو بقوال دهن العود مسكوب فيها يا حرة موطن الأبطال جيش صناديد يحميها